Hi, and hello, and I'm here to give you a new movie review. Just kidding, it's me. I am back with another movie review for my 31 horror movies in 31 days. Yes, I'm back on my porch. We got a spooky guy there. And then we got spooky guys over there. And of course, my little cute setup there. Happy Halloween, everybody. I woke up this morning too early. So when that happens, I just sit down and I watch a movie. And today I decided to watch the 2020 remake of an 80s classic. I watched The Witches. Starring Anne Hathaway and Octavia Spencer. Oh, my arms are already tired. How about we just hang out down here? My hair's a little messy. So, The Witches 2020 is based on a Roald Dahl book. I did not say it right. The same person who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I believe they are responsible for Madeline as well, if you guys remember that show. So obviously a children's book writer, but things get a little dark in this one, if you can believe that. So yes, the synopsis is basically we're dealing with witches, but what kind of witches are we dealing with here today? They look like regular people, but okay, let me try this again. Sorry, by doing this on my patio, obviously my patio faces the sidewalk. So people will be walking by and I feel a little weird. This is not natural, so I just feel a little weird about it. Okay, so the witches. So witches are normal people, but they have some unique characteristics, okay? They have the Joker smile. Their mouths actually go a little bit further up almost to their ears. They literally have claws, and what their claws look like, they're doing this. So they don't have these two fingers. Like, you know how like birds' claws are, where it's three, and we would assume it'd be these three. But on a human, it'd probably be these three. So they have claws for hands. They have no toes. Literally, they're just like, you know how your foot looks like when, maybe, well, if you're a man, you probably don't know this, but like as a woman, when you put on pantyhose, like where the foot part is, like, it doesn't look like a real foot anymore. It looks like a mannequin foot. That's basically what these feet look like. And they're bald. Except for if you're the Grand High Witch, I believe it is. You also have, on your feet, you have like your middle toe, which is also a little gross. They're grotesque looking. And basically, in this movie, witches hate kids. I think that's just, witches hate kids. They do. They hate kids. So, basically, their goal in life is to eradicate all kids. How are you going to eradicate all kids? Well, obviously, the other thing is that one other characteristic is that kids smell really bad to them. So these aren't witches that are eating kids. They just want to get rid of kids. So then they make kids into animals. And then they live their life as animals. And in this movie, in this instance of when they're trying to do this, the animal choice is mouse. because you normally, if you have a mouse infestation, you're going to exterminate them. So it's a real dark premise for a children's book. But I guess if we sit here and think about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, also not a super sweet children's book. Okay, so I know that this movie is a children's movie, but it is gross. Like when the witches become themselves, and like Anne Hathaway's in there talking, like, but her mouth is like half of her face with teeth, and I'm like, don't like that. I don't like it. It was scary. Sorry, yes. It was kind of scary, kind of creepy, and then like they all had them when like all the witches were together and like revealed themselves. You're like, ew. And then of course, because of their characteristics, like some things that they do are weird. So like when they're clapping or like clapping at you, it's just with these two fingers with their nails. I'm like, ew. So yeah, so basically they're trying to turn all the kids into mice, and they turn the wrong kid into mice. They turn the wrong kid into a mouse, because that kid's like, not today. Me and my healer grandma are here to save the freaking day. I didn't watch the original, probably I should. But this one was so weird, I was like, the problem is when you watch the remake first and then the original, you'll tend to like the remake. But if you watch the original first, you'll tend to like the original. So, double-edged sword. This was a creepy ass children's movie. Creepy, that's all I can say. It was like good, but it was like, you want to get your kid interested in horror, this might be a good start, you know, that little transition in between children's movies and into horror films. Maybe? Unsure. She already listened to that. Okay. Anyways, okay, let's get to rating this movie. You might be coming back. Maybe that's her card. The Witches 2020. Children, a solid 4 stars for a children's movie. Especially if you have a kid who's interested in horror, this might be like a good segue into the Witches. Like the CGI and animation for that was really done well. It was very creepy, very realistic. Did not like it. The only problem I have, the only reason it's not 4 stars is because it's not 4 stars because I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the ending. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. I wanted them to find a cure and then help out the rest of the kids in the world, but that didn't happen in the movie at all. And I was just kind of like, it feels weird to be like, oh no, we're gonna eradicate the witches instead of like trying to figure out how to undo the spell that's on you. You know? Okay, I can't do this on the patio anymore. It's becoming populated out here. So I'm giving The Witches 2020 4 stars. Great Halloween. It's not super Halloween because it doesn't happen around Halloween, and that's kind of like maybe sometimes the criteria here, but it is creepy and like I said, great children horror movie segue. Not that some parents would agree that their kids should watch horror movies, but I mean, we all know there's some parents that don't give a crap. So this has been The Witches 2020. I might be back with another one, or this might be the last one. I don't know, but happy Halloween. Oh, I didn't hit it, so let me just say, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the ring button so you do not miss out on any other movie reviews. Okay, bye!